Little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a
Halloween night. The one night of the year when masks are everywhere, when laughter mixes with fear and the line between the living and the dead feels thinner than paper. I used to love Halloween until last year, until the night that I realized not every mask is empty, and not every knock on the door should be answered. It started like any other October 31st. The streets in my neighborhood glowed with jack-o'-lanterns. Children in costumes darted between houses, plastic buckets clattering with candy. Parents stood at the edge of sidewalks, sipping coffee from travel mugs, smiling. I was home alone, too old for trick-or-treating, too tired for parties. So I sat by the window, scrolling my phone, watching kids in superhero costumes run past. That's when the first knock came. 3 sharp taps on the door. I grabbed the candy bowl and opened it. A little girl stood there, dressed as a witch. Her costume was cheap plastic, but her smile was wide. She whispered, almost too soft to hear, "Trick or treat." I gave her candy, and she skipped away. Normal. Perfectly normal. But minutes later, there was another knock. This time it was a boy in a skeleton mask. But something about him was wrong. He didn't speak, didn't hold out a bag. He just stood there. "Cool costume," I said, tossing candy into his empty hands. The boy tilted his head, slow, unnatural, then turned and walked away without a word. I shut the door, uneasy. By 9 o'clock, the streets were quieter. Most kids had gone home. The candy bowl was almost empty. Then came the third knock, louder, slower. When I opened the door, no one was there. Just the wind, just leaves tumbling across the porch. I was about to close it when I noticed something at the edge of the yard. A figure, tall, thin, wearing what looked like a mask. I blinked. It was gone. I locked the door, turned off the porch light, told myself Halloween was over, but at 11:47 p.m., another knock. This one shook the wood. My phone buzzed. A message from a number I didn't recognize. "Don't open the door." I froze. The knocking grew louder, faster. Finally, silence. I thought it was over, until I heard footsteps inside the house. Slow, heavy, coming from the kitchen. I crept down the hallway, my heart slamming against my ribs. The candy bowl was on the counter, empty, and beside it, a mask, not plastic, not rubber. It looked like skin, pale, stretched, hollow-eyed. That's when I realized the knocks were never at the door. They were moving closer each time, from the porch to the yard to the kitchen, and now they were behind me. I don't remember running. I don't remember how I got outside, but I do remember the last thing I heard as I stumbled into the street. A voice, low and sharp, whispering right against my ear, "Trick or treat." They never found who or what was in my house that night. But every Halloween since, I turn off all the lights. I don't answer the door. And I never, ever keep candy in the house, because I know it wasn't kids in masks. It was something else, something that waits for this one night every year, something that still knows where I live. And if you hear a knock at midnight on Halloween, don't open it, don't look, because once you see the mask, it's already too late.